there is a decline in extreme poverty, but we are still the continent with the highest amount of people living in extreme poverty all over the world at about 60%. So there's obviously a gap between our religion and the economics, according to this Max Weber's theory. So usually there are a lot of factors that can contribute to an economy and bringing it down. One of the problems with the brand of Christianity is what is called prosperity theology. Name it and claim it, blab it and grab it. Jesus died for us to have health, wealth, success, and happiness, and anything else is not acceptable. Now, many people have decried the individualism of this prosperity theology and the greed that it fosters. Jesus did die that we may have life and have it more abundantly, but that doesn't preclude suffering. The importance of the message of the gospel is not just to accept Jesus Christ, but it's to also embody his lifestyle and accept his ethos and his values. That comes about through a process of discipleship. And on this continent, the discipleship process has not been as successful as the process of evangelism. Disciples coming to embody the nature and to look like Christ. Being conformed into the image of Christ is something that takes time. The disciples spent at least 3 years with Christ. We can assume they were together most of the time. And at the end of those 3 years, they were still not conformed to the image of Christ. Of course, we know that the advent of the Holy Spirit accelerates that process. But even then, if we read through the scriptures, even in the New Covenant, we can see that the process of transformation takes time. I'll give you an example. When in Acts 10, when Peter is hungry and he's upstairs somewhere on a rooftop praying, he has a vision of this sheet that comes down with the unclean animals, and he's commanded to rise and eat, and he refuses. Now, this same Peter had walked with Christ because he says he has never eaten anything unclean, which is true. It was outlawed in the Torah to eat those kind of foods. But Christ said in his own hearing that it is not what goes into a man that defiles him, it's what comes out of him. And yet, this is many years after Christ has died. He still is grappling and learning how to conform to the image of Christ. And so we can expect that it shall not be an overnight process, Christianity to be turned into disciples.